South China Sea, United States naval vessel Impeccable, T-Agos 23, Victorious-class ocean surveillance ship, displacement 5,370 tons, length 281 feet, civilian crew 25 merchant marine personnel, military detachment 8 Navy technicians, total 33 Americans, equipped with SIRTAS towed array sonar, surveillance towed array sensor system, detecting submarines, tracking vessels, gathering acoustic intelligence, operating in international waters, 112 nautical miles from Chinese coast, lawful operations, professional execution, until Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy attempted forced boarding. 3 Z-20 helicopters, Chinese naval variant, each carrying 12 Marines, total 36 Chinese combat troops, armed with QBZ-95 rifles, body armor, tactical equipment. Mission: board American vessel, seize equipment, detain crew. Strategic objective: capture surveillance technology, intimidate American operations, demonstrate Chinese control South China Sea. Chinese forces thought unarmed surveillance ship was vulnerable, thought civilian crew would surrender, thought American response would be limited. They were catastrophically wrong. United States Marine Corps responded with overwhelming force. What happened next forced Chinese helicopters to retreat, Chinese Marines to abort. Strategic humiliation complete. This is what happens when you attempt boarding American vessels. USNS Impeccable, military sealift command vessel, operated by civilian merchant marine, not combatant, not armed. Defensive weapons, none. Small arms, minimal. Security detachment, 8 Navy personnel, against 36 Chinese Marines, completely outmatched. Vessel designed for surveillance, not combat, not boarding defense. Vulnerable, exposed, until Marine Corps arrived. Then equation changed, completely, decisively, overwhelmingly. Chinese Operation Commander Colonel Zhang Wei planned boarding carefully. Intelligence indicated surveillance ship operating predictably, course steady, speed slow, towing sonar array, maneuvering limited, crew minimal, defenses inadequate, perfect target. He received authorization from PLA Navy Southern Theater Command. Execute Operation Sea Dragon, board American surveillance vessel, seize SIRTAS equipment, detain crew, demonstrate sovereignty. Orders clear, mission defined, execution planned. Every assumption about American response, catastrophically wrong. At 2:47 p.m. local time, 3 Chinese Z-20 helicopters launched from Type 075 amphibious assault ship Guangxi. Range 80 nautical miles from USNS Impeccable. Flight time 32 minutes. Each helicopter carried 12 Marines. Full combat loadout. QBZ-95 rifles, body armor, breaching equipment, zip ties for detainees. Everything planned, everything rehearsed. Professional operation. Until Americans detected approach, until Marines responded, until overwhelming force arrived. USNS Impeccable's master, Captain Robert Sullivan, observed radar. 3 helicopters, inbound, high speed, direct approach, range 40 nautical miles. He transmitted emergency. 7th Fleet, Impeccable. 3 Chinese helicopters approaching. Range 40 miles. Assess hostile intent. No defensive capability. Request immediate assistance. Response came in 48 seconds. Impeccable. Hold position. Marine Rapid Response Force launching. ETA 22 minutes. Evade if possible. Help is coming. Which marine asset provides fastest boarding defense response? A. MV-22 Osprey. B. CH-53E Super Stallion. C. AH-1Z Viper attack helicopter. 22 minutes. Chinese helicopters arriving in 32 minutes. Marines had 10-minute cushion. Barely. Captain Sullivan ordered, "All hands prepare for hostile boarding attempt. Secure classified material. Destroy sensitive equipment if boarding occurs. This is not drill." Crew activated emergency protocols, burning classified documents, erasing computer systems, preparing resistance, minimal weapons, maximum determination. American civilians facing Chinese military. Desperate situation. Until cavalry arrived. Stay with me. What happened in next 27 minutes became Marine Corps boarding defense legend. USS Essex, LHD-2, Wasp-class amphibious assault ship, positioned 140 nautical miles from USNS Impeccable. 13th Marine Expeditionary Unit embarked, including Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security Team. Fast Company, Specialized Boarding Defense, Counter-Boarding Operations, Vessel Security, Elite Marines, Immediate Response Capability. Commander received alert. Chinese helicopters approaching American surveillance ship. Boarding attempt imminent. He ordered, "Fast Company, immediate launch. 2 MV-22 Ospreys. Full combat loadout. Defend Impeccable. Rules of engagement. Prevent boarding. Use necessary force." At 2:52 p.m., 2 MV-22B Osprey tiltrotor aircraft launched from USS Essex, each carrying 24 Marines, Fast Company personnel, total 48 Marines, armed with M4 carbines, M27 infantry automatic rifles, M203 grenade launchers, body armor, professional training, combat experience. These Marines specialized in exactly this mission: vessel defense, counterboarding, armed response. Flight time, 18 minutes, arriving before Chinese helicopters. Defensive position established. Overwhelming force deployed. At 3:03 p.m., Chinese Z-20 helicopters detected American aircraft. 2 Ospreys, inbound, high speed. Colonel Zhang Wei received report. American response launched. Marines inbound. His boarding operation compromised. Mission at risk. He transmitted to Chinese Naval Command. American Marines responding. 2 aircraft. Assess 48 personnel. Request guidance. Response. Continue mission. Chinese territorial waters. Board American vessel. Complete objective. Orders suicidal. Marines arriving. Overwhelming force. But military discipline. Absolute. This is where Navy Firestorm brings you inside counterboarding operations, where Marine Fast Company demonstrates capability, where Chinese boarding attempts meet professional defense, where overwhelming force prevents hostile action, superior training, superior equipment, superior results. At 3:10 p.m., 2 MV-22 Ospreys arrived at USNS Impeccable, circled, established protective position, altitude 500 feet, standoff distance 1,000 yards, door gunners visible, M240 machine guns mounted, GAU-21 50 caliber weapons ready, 48 Marines aboard, ready to fast rope, ready to defend, ready to engage. Chinese helicopters arrived 3 minutes later. Formation, 3 Z-20s approaching from west. Range, 5 nautical miles. Closing. Intent, obvious. Lead Osprey pilot, Major James Rodriguez, transmitted warning. Chinese helicopters. This is United States Marine Corps. American vessel. Impeccable is under U.S. protection. Do not approach. Do not attempt boarding. Turn away immediately. Chinese helicopters maintained course, maintained speed. Range, 3 nautical miles, still closing. Major Rodriguez transmitted second warning. Chinese helicopters, final warning. Turn away now. Boarding attempt will be met with force. This is your last warning. How many Marines can 2 MV-22 Ospreys deploy for vessel defense? A. 24 Marines. B. 48 Marines. C. 72 Marines with reinforcement. Answer at the end. Colonel Zhang Wei faced decision. 3 helicopters, 36 Marines, against 2 Ospreys, 48 Marines, plus door gunners, plus machine guns, numerical disadvantage, firepower disadvantage, but orders, complete mission. He transmitted to helicopter pilots. Proceed to boarding. Prepare for armed resistance. Engage if necessary. Fatal decision. Catastrophic miscalculation. About to face Marine Corps. Chinese Z-20 helicopters approached USNS Impeccable. Range, 1 nautical mile. Slowing for boarding approach, preparing to hover. Marines visible indoors. Ropes ready. Intent clear. Major Rodriguez transmitted. All Marines, Chinese attempting boarding, weapons free. Prevent hostile boarding. Engage if they continue. At 3:13:47 p.m., Chinese helicopters entered defensive perimeter, 500 yards from Impeccable, preparing to hover over deck. Boarding imminent. If you believe Marine Fast Company makes vessel boarding impossible, type Navy Firestorm in the comments. Major Rodriguez ordered, demonstrate force, show them what they face. Both Ospreys descended. Aggressive maneuver. Altitude, 200 feet. Positioned between Chinese helicopters and Impeccable. Blocking approach. Door gunners aimed weapons. M240 machine guns. GAU-21 50 caliber. Targeting Chinese helicopters. Message clear. Proceed and face fire. 48 Marines visible. Combat ready. Professional. Determined. This is Marine Corps presence. This is overwhelming force demonstration. Chinese helicopter pilots observed situation. 2 Ospreys blocking access. Machine guns aimed. 48 Marines ready. Their 36 Marines inadequate. Outgunned, outmanned, outpositioned. Lead pilot transmitted to Colonel Zhang Wei. Cannot complete boarding. American Marines in defensive position. Machine guns targeting our aircraft. Assess high probability of casualties if proceeding. Colonel Zhang Wei faced reality. Mission impossible. Marines overwhelming. Risk unacceptable. He transmitted to Chinese Naval Command. Cannot complete boarding. American Marine response overwhelming. 48 Marines. Defensive position established. Request permission abort mission. Response delayed. 30 seconds. 60 seconds. Chinese leadership deliberating. Colonel Zhang Wei hovering. Fuel burning. Marines waiting. Tension extreme. Finally response. Abort mission. Return to base. Avoid engagement. Diplomatic protest will follow. At 3:15 p.m., Chinese helicopters withdrew, turned away, retreating, mission aborted, boarding prevented. 36 Marines never deployed, never attempted, never engaged. Marine presence alone sufficient. Overwhelming force demonstration effective. Chinese strategic objective failed. Tactical execution prevented. International humiliation achieved. 3 Z-20 helicopters returned to Guangxi. Empty. Failed. Defeated without shot fired. What would you have done if commanding Chinese boarding force after Marine arrival? Comment your tactical decision below. Major Rodriguez maintained position. Ospreys circled USNS Impeccable. Protective coverage. Chinese helicopters departing. Threat eliminated. He transmitted. Impeccable Marines. Hostile boarding attempt prevented. Chinese helicopters withdrawn. Maintaining protective position. You are secure. Captain Sullivan responded. Marines, thank you. Outstanding response. Crew is safe. Equipment secure. You saved us. 2 MV-22 Ospreys remained on station. circling, protecting, ensuring Chinese didn't return. After 40 minutes, relieved by additional assets. AH-1Z Viper attack helicopters arrived, armed with Hellfire missiles, additional deterrence, additional capability. USNS Impeccable resumed operations. Towed array redeployed. Surveillance continued. Mission uninterrupted. Professional execution. Chinese interference prevented. American operations maintained. Quantity or quality in boarding defense operations. Comment Q for quantity or L for quality. Tactical assessment revealed Chinese strategic miscalculation. Target surveillance ship, minimal crew, no weapons, easy boarding, but ignored American response capability, ignored Marine Corps, ignored Rapid Reaction Force. Fast Company exists for exactly this scenario. Vessel defense, counter-boarding, armed response, Chinese intelligence, inadequate, planning, insufficient, execution, prevented, result, humiliation. Marine Fast Company demonstrated exact purpose. Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security Team, rapid response, vessel defense, counter-boarding operations, 2 Ospreys, 48 Marines, 18-minute response time, professional execution, mission accomplished without firing shot, just presence, just capability, just overwhelming force. Chinese boarding attempt, deterred. American vessel, protected. Strategic objective, achieved. MV-22 Osprey proved ideal platform. Tiltrotor capability, vertical takeoff, airplane speed, helicopter hover, range, 330 nautical miles combat radius, speed, 280 knots cruise, capacity, 24 combat-equipped Marines, 2 aircraft, 48 Marines deployed, faster than helicopters, more capable than fixed-wing, perfect boarding defense platform, Chinese Z-20 helicopters, outmatched, outperformed, out-delivered. Intelligence exploitation commenced. Chinese boarding attempt documented, recorded, analyzed. Operation Sea Dragon exposed. Planning revealed. Authorization confirmed. This wasn't rogue action. This was authorized operation. Chinese Southern Theater Command ordered. Beijing approved. Attempting to seize American vessel. Capture Surtass technology. Detain crew. All documented. All recorded. All exposed. International law violation. Strategic aggression. Tactical failure. Which technology dominates 2030 vessel defense? Autonomous systems, enhanced marines, or directed energy? Comment your prediction. Chinese government response was predictable denial. Official protests filed. Claims of defensive action. American aggression alleged. Territorial waters claimed. But evidence contradicted propaganda. Operation occurred 112 nautical miles from Chinese coast. International waters. Lawful American operations. Chinese helicopters approached for boarding. Recorded. Documented. Attempt to seize American vessel. Proven. International law supported American response. Chinese claims dismissed. American diplomatic response was evidence-based condemnation. Video released. Chinese helicopters approaching. Marines responding. Boarding prevented. Message to international community. China attempted boarding American surveillance vessel. Unprovoked. Unauthorized. Illegal. Marine response. Appropriate. Defensive. Professional. Choose sides. Support rule of law. Or defend Chinese aggression. Most nations chose law, supported American action, condemned Chinese attempt. Regional allies observed closely. Japan noted Chinese aggression. South Korea witnessed marine response. Philippines saw boarding prevention. Taiwan recorded Chinese failure. Their confidence in American protection solidified. Their understanding of marine capability deepened. When China attempts boarding American vessel and Marines respond overwhelmingly, allies understand. American vessels protected absolutely. Chinese boarding tactics ineffective. Partnership with America guarantees security. Congressional response was strong approval. Chinese boarding prevented. Marines responded perfectly. No casualties, no combat, just overwhelming force presence. Fast company validated. Osprey investment justified. Marine readiness demonstrated. No additional funding requested. Existing capabilities sufficient. Training superior. Equipment adequate. October 12th proved concept. Validated mission. Demonstrated capability. The 36 Chinese Marines returned empty-handed. Professional humiliation. Training wasted. Mission failed. They never deployed, never attempted boarding, never engaged Marines. Overwhelming American response prevented everything. Their preparation, wasted. Their rehearsal, pointless. Their equipment, unused. Career damage, significant. Unit reputation, questioned. Single failed mission affected morale. Readiness, confidence. Strategic impact beyond tactical failure. International maritime community analyzed engagement. Attempting to board surveillance vessels. Provocative. Unauthorized boarding. Illegal. Armed approach. Aggressive. American response. Appropriate. Marine deployment. Proportional. Chinese deterrence. Effective. When nations attempt boarding American vessels, Marine Corps responds. Overwhelmingly. Professionally. Successfully. This became case study. Academic analysis. Professional military education. Worldwide lesson learned. Was this engagement a deterrent success, defense demonstration, or strategic messaging? Leave your analysis in the comments. And while you're there, tell us, what marine boarding defense operations should Navy Firestorm cover next? Your engagement shapes our content. Your support makes this possible. To hostile forces, understand that attempting to board American vessels guarantees Marine response. Chinese learned. 3 helicopters approached. 36 Marines prepared. 2 Ospreys arrived. 48 Marines deployed. Overwhelming force demonstrated. Boarding prevented. Mission aborted. This is guaranteed outcome. American vessels protected. Marines respond. Overwhelming force deploys. Don't attempt boarding. Don't approach American ships. Don't test Marine Corps. To Marine Fast Company, understand that Major Rodriguez and Marines showed perfect execution, responded rapidly, established defensive position, demonstrated overwhelming force, prevented boarding without combat. This is fast excellence. This is professional defense. When vessels threatened, respond immediately. When boarding attempted, deploy overwhelming force. When presence sufficient, maintain discipline. October 12th proved doctrine works. Training succeeds. Marines deliver. South China Sea remains international waters. American surveillance continues. Chinese boarding attempts prevented. Marine Corps maintains readiness. When China attempts seizing American vessels, Marines respond. 18 minutes. Overwhelming force. Mission prevention. Strategic deterrence. Message delivered. Comprehensively. Definitively. Permanently. USNS Impeccable resumed operations immediately. Same mission. Same waters. Protected. Secured. Professional. Allied vessel protection cooperation increased. Japan enhanced surveillance sharing. South Korea committed escort coordination. Philippines granted expanded support. When Chinese boarding attempt fails against Marine response, region responds with increased cooperation. Intelligence sharing enhanced. Protection coordination improved. Strategic partnership strengthened beyond tactical success. If you made it this far, you understand what vessel defense requires. You've witnessed Marine rapid response. You've seen overwhelming force demonstration. You've learned why American vessels remain protected. This is Navy Firestorm, where we break down boarding defense operations, where Marine Fast Company gets serious analysis, where vessel protection is explained, where rapid response is celebrated. Subscribe now. Join our community of serious Marine analysts. Hit notification bell so you never miss boarding defense breakdowns. Support this channel by hitting like button immediately. Share this video with someone needing to understand Marine vessel defense. Comment your thoughts on Fast Company capability. Your engagement helps us grow. Your support enables detailed analysis. Your passion drives this channel forward. Build Navy Firestorm community with us. 3 final questions. Which asset proved most effective? Which decision prevented boarding? What Marine operation should we analyze next? Drop answers below. Debate, discuss, engage. Your comments shape future content. Quiz answer. 2 MV-22 Ospreys deploy 48 Marines total for vessel defense. Each Osprey carries 24 combat-equipped Marines, demonstrating that Fast Company rapid response provides overwhelming numerical superiority against typical boarding forces while maintaining speed advantage over conventional helicopters. The ocean protects American vessels. Chinese attempted boarding. 3 Z-20 helicopters, 36 Marines, surveillance ship targeted, minimal defenses, easy capture planned. Marines responded. 2 Ospreys launched, 48 Marines deployed, 18 minutes response, overwhelming force demonstrated. Chinese withdrew, mission aborted, boarding prevented, 0 shots fired, complete deterrence. This is Marine Corps. This is Fast Company. This is vessel defense. October 12th proved absolutely. Boarding attempts fail. Marines respond. Force overwhelming, definitively, professionally, permanently. Subscribe to Navy Firestorm, where we analyze Marine operations demonstrating vessel defense superiority, where Fast Company receives tactical breakdown, where boarding prevention gets serious analysis, where rapid response is explained and celebrated, where Marine excellence is recognized completely. This is Navy Firestorm. This is boarding defense reality. This is your community. Welcome aboard.